Every organization's transformation journey is unique, and therefore every organization's cloud adoption strategy is also unique to them. Agility, flexibility, and competitiveness are key drivers for moving to the cloud, provided it is done without creating business disruption or issues related to security, compliance, and performance. Let's look at some key considerations that organizations can use as a guide while working through their cloud strategy. The first consideration is infrastructure and workloads. The cost of building and operating data centers can become astronomical. On the other hand, low initial costs and pay-as-you-go attributes of cloud computing can add up to significant cost savings. Also, a point to consider is that not all workloads may be ready for the cloud as is. The second consideration is around software as a service and development platforms. Organizations need to consider if paying for application access is a more viable option than purchasing off-the-shelf software and subsequently investing in upgrades. Organizations need to consider speed and productivity, what it means for them to get a new application up and running in X hours on the cloud versus a couple of weeks or even months on traditional platforms, and the person-hour cost efficiencies they gain from using cloud dashboards, real-time statistics, and active analytics. Lastly, organizations need to consider the impact of making a wrong decision, their risk exposure. Is it riskier, for example, for them to invest in the hardware and software or rent by the hour? Is it safer for them to work on a 12-month plan to build, write, test, and release the code if they're uncertain about adoption? And is it better for them to try something new, paying as you go, rather than making long-term decisions based on little or no trial or adoption? Let's look at some of the benefits of cloud adoption, categorized broadly into flexibility, efficiency, and strategic value. Cloud gives us flexibility. Users can scale back or scale up services to fit their needs, customize applications, and access cloud services from anywhere with an internet connection. Cloud infrastructure scales on demand to support fluctuating workloads. Organizations can determine their level of control with as-a-service options. Users can select from a menu of pre-built tools and features to build a solution that fits their specific needs. And virtual private clouds, encryption, and API keys help keep data secure. Cloud also brings great efficiency. Enterprise users can get applications to market quickly without worrying about underlying infrastructure costs or its maintenance. Cloud-based applications and data are accessible from virtually any internet-connected device. Hardware failures do not result in data loss because of networked backups. Cloud computing uses remote resources, saving organizations the cost of servers and other equipment and paying on-use basis. Cloud services gives enterprises a competitive advantage by providing the most innovative technologies available while managing the underlying infrastructure, thus enabling organizations to focus on their priorities. While cloud brings great opportunity, it also introduces challenges for business leaders and IT departments. Some of these perceived risks include data security, associated with loss or unavailability of data, causing businesses disruption, governance and sovereignty issues, legal, regulatory, and compliance issues, lack of standardization in how the constantly evolving technologies integrate and interoperate, choosing the right deployment and service models to serve specific needs, partnering with the right cloud service providers, concerns related to business continuity and disaster recovery. Organizations can no longer think of cloud adoption as something that is to be looked at in the future. With the right cloud adoption strategies, technologies, services, and service providers, these risks can be mitigated. In the next training, we're going to look at some of the key cloud service providers of our times and the services they offer.